What if I told you that the foods you've been avoiding are exactly what your body is craving after 60? Imagine waking up every morning without those joint pains, with a mind as clear as water, and energy to enjoy every moment with those you love. Maria, at 67, had accepted her lack of energy, thinking it was normal for someone over 60. Until her doctor revealed a secret that is rarely shared: certain foods with no sugar and low carbohydrates have the power to reverse what many believe to be natural symptoms of aging. In just 3 weeks following these recommendations, Maria regained her vitality, reduced her medications, and started dancing with her husband on weekends again. The most surprising part? Food number 8 on this list, which I'll reveal at the end of the video, was what most impacted her blood pressure, something her doctors couldn't control even with medication. After 60, our body changes. Foods that once gave us energy now leave us exhausted. You may notice your blood sugar rising, your legs feeling heavier, your mind not as sharp as before. That's why more and more people in their senior years are turning to low-carb and sugar-free foods, not as a fad, but to preserve their mobility, mental clarity, and independence. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button now and enable notifications to receive more content like this that can transform your health and quality of life after 60. In this video, we'll discover 8 powerful foods that contain almost zero carbohydrates and no sugar, but are packed with nutrients that your mature body really needs to maintain your quality of life and independence. Let's start with one of the simplest and most powerful changes you can make to your diet: increasing your consumption of dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula. These aren't just salads, they're some of the only foods on earth that offer enormous health benefits, with practically zero carbohydrates and zero sugar. 1 cup of spinach has just 1 gram of carbohydrates, mostly fiber, and almost no sugar. But it's loaded with vitamin A for immunity, vitamin C for brain regeneration, and vitamin K to strengthen bones. These nutrients help your body recover, protect your arteries, and even slow down cellular aging. This isn't about restriction, but repair. Start your lunch or dinner with a cup of fresh leafy greens, or lightly sauté kale with garlic and olive oil for 5 minutes. This simple change can help keep your blood sugar stable and your energy consistent throughout the day. Now, what if I told you there are 2 humble vegetables that can silently transform how your body feels after each meal? Vegetables that most people consider ordinary, but which are true treasures for your health after 60. I'm talking about broccoli and cauliflower. Both are cruciferous, meaning they're naturally low in carbohydrates and contain no sugar at all. But here's the difference: they're loaded with fiber, the kind that speeds up digestion and helps prevent blood sugar spikes. That's why they're so important for people over 60. Over time, insulin sensitivity decreases and blood sugar becomes harder to control. But these vegetables optimize this process. They help your body release sugar more slowly and keep you satisfied without raising your glucose levels. Start with just 1 cup of cooked or roasted broccoli or cauliflower per day. Add some garlic, olive oil, or lemon. Keep it simple, but be consistent. A quick question for you: have you already included any of these vegetables in your daily routine? Share in the comments below. Your experience could help others who are watching. Vegetables are powerful for your health, but do you know which food really helps protect your brain from aging? A food that contains zero carbohydrates and can work wonders for your memory. Let's leave the garden and dive into the sea to find our 4th food: fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, and tuna all have something in common: zero carbohydrates and a significant amount of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, which means they help calm the low-grade inflammation that builds up in the body over time, the kind that damages blood vessels, stiffens joints, and even accelerates memory loss. A large Harvard study found that seniors with higher omega-3 intake had faster thinking, better heart function, and even a lower risk of cognitive decline. Make fatty fish a frequent guest on your plate. Even canned sardines can work wonders. Just add a little olive oil and a touch of lemon. Dinner is covered with our first foods, but what about breakfast? What almost perfect food might be sitting in your refrigerator right now, waiting to boost your health, even though it's been unfairly demonized for decades. That's right, let's talk about eggs. They were demonized for decades due to fears about cholesterol. But here's the truth, for older adults trying to control blood sugar and maintain muscle strength, eggs may be one of the best foods you can consume. One large egg has less than 1 gram of carbohydrates, 0 sugar, but is packed with high-quality protein. Plus, it contains nutrients like choline and lutein, essential for memory, brain health, and vision. Choline supports the cells that the brain uses to think and remember. And lutein? It protects your eyes, especially against age-related macular degeneration. Boiled, scrambled, or in an omelette, however you prepare them, eggs are affordable, digestible, and incredibly nutritious for seniors, especially when combined with healthy fats or vegetables. Have you noticed how around 3 in the afternoon, that feeling of tiredness and hunger seems to knock you down? It's exactly at this moment that most seniors make a mistake that can sabotage their entire health. What could you eat at this time to keep your energy stable without spiking your blood sugar? Our sixth food comes in small packages of concentrated nutrition. Nuts and seeds are all low in carbohydrates and sugar, but rich in proteins, healthy fats, and magnesium. This means stable energy, without the spikes and drops. Nuts and seeds also support bone density, nerve function, and help reduce silent inflammation, a major cause of fatigue in older adults. Keep a small portion of unsalted almonds in your car or bag, or prepare a chia pudding with almond milk for a nutritious snack that will keep your blood sugar stable. We're getting to our last superfoods and I have a question for you: which fruit grows on trees, is creamy, delicious, and, contrary to what many believe, can be one of the best allies for controlling your blood sugar after 60? Guessed it? Let's talk about a food that has been unfairly labeled as a villain for years: avocado. Many adults still avoid it, thinking that fat is harmful. But this idea is outdated and may be preventing you from enjoying its benefits. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that protects your heart, improves insulin sensitivity, and helps regulate blood sugar. And here's what surprises most people: avocados contain practically no sugar, and their net carbohydrates are incredibly low, thanks to the abundance of fiber. This means they are digested slowly, keep you satisfied longer, and don't cause blood sugar spikes. Add avocado to eggs, salads, or beans. Or mash it with lemon, garlic, and a little salt for a creamy side that supports your brain, heart, and blood sugar. And finally we come to our eighth food, the one I promised at the beginning could help prevent blood pressure medications. Surprisingly, it's not something you actually eat, but it can silently prolong your life if used daily. What is this liquid gold that Mediterranean centenarians consider their secret to longevity? Now, let's talk about something so simple that it's often forgotten: olive oil. It's not exactly a food you eat alone, but a healing condiment. It's 0 sugar, 0 carbohydrates, and packed with compounds that help fight inflammation, protect your heart, and even support memory as you age. The magic is in the healthy fats, the monounsaturated ones, and in antioxidants like oleocanthal, which acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, similar to ibuprofen. And science proves it. Studies published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology show that regular consumption of olive oil is linked to a lower risk of stroke and cognitive decline, especially in older adults. In Mediterranean countries, it's part of daily life. You'll find elderly people in their 80s and 90s walking to the market, tending the garden, laughing with family, and many of them cite olive oil as one of the keys to longevity. Use extra virgin olive oil instead of margarine or butter. Mix it with cooked vegetables, add it to salads, and even use a teaspoon in your morning eggs. Small changes, real results. Have you tried any of these foods in your routine? Noticed any difference in your energy or well-being? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone needs to hear today to take the first step toward a healthier life after 60. These 8 foods may be low in carbohydrates and sugar, but they are packed with the nutrients your body needs to stay strong, energized, and independent after 60. If you're trying to avoid blood sugar spikes, reduce inflammation, or simply feel better day to day, start with these realistic small changes. Even replacing just one high-carb food with a better option can make all the difference. What we've learned today isn't about restriction or diet. It's about nourishing your body with exactly what it needs at this stage of life. It's about investing in your quality of life, your independence, and your ability to fully enjoy the golden years. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that decline is inevitable with age, that loss of energy, memory problems, and constant pain are just part of life after 60. But modern science is showing that much of what we attribute to natural aging is actually the result of chronic inflammation and metabolic imbalances that can be significantly improved through proper nutrition. The foods I've shared today aren't miraculous, but they are powerfully nutritious. They work with your mature body's unique biochemistry, providing the building blocks needed for healthy cells, sustainable energy, and mental clarity. And remember, always check with your doctor before making major changes to your diet, especially if you're treating conditions like diabetes. If this video helped you, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more nutrition tips for seniors. Share with friends and family who could benefit from this information. Often a small change in diet can make all the difference for someone you love. And don't miss our next video, where I'll reveal the common mistake that may be silently sabotaging all your efforts to improve your health, even if you're eating correctly. The true beauty of the golden years isn't just about living longer, but living better. Having the energy to play with grandchildren, the mental clarity to learn new things, and the vitality to fully enjoy each day. It all starts with what you put on your plate. Take good care of yourself. Until the next video.